Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a classic from the PS2 era, The Simpsons Road Rage. We're going to be exploring the pros and the cons of this game, so stick around to find out if it is worth your time. And as always folks, please do leave a like, and if you enjoyed it, please do subscribe. We'll see you in a few.
Soapbox racers, electric cars. This is a transit town, not the 1967 World's Fair.
Take me to Seymour's house.
First up, let's give a quick overview of the game. So it was released in 2001, and it's a driving game that puts you behind the wheel of various vehicles around Springfield. Your goal, you might ask? Pick up passengers, take them to their destinations, while racing against the clock and dodging traffic. That's it. That's the game. You know, and I bet you're thinking, hey Kev, you just said you just better find out if it's worth your time, so what's the point if I'm going to be clicking off your video in the first minute? Well, stick around, because there's a few reasons why you should play this game, in my opinion. Now, first of all, let's talk about the pros. Number one, fun gameplay. The mix of racing and mission objectives does keep things exciting. You never know what kind of chaos you'll encounter. 2, familiar characters. You get to choose from a whole host of characters. You know, you get to choose from Homer, Marge, Bart, Lisa, and there's plenty more to unlock throughout the game. There is quite humorous elements to the game. You know, the voice lines are funny, but they can be repetitive. You know, there's a lot of references to the shows. You know, obviously the much older episodes from way back in the day. So a lot of, I think, people that grew up watching the show in the 90s, you know, there's like plenty of references from seasons 1 to 10 that I've heard playing the game. Number 4. There's a variety of locations to choose from. You could see here we're driving through a little bit of Springfield, so there's plenty more to unlock as you go along. So it does keep it exciting. Number 5, multiplayer mode. So playing with friends, it's good. You know, it's probably the better of the modes. You know, it's not a game I don't think that I would play single player for too long. It's definitely a game I would play with friends if I had a couple of people over. You know, it's definitely a more sociable game. Okay, but with all that considered, there's quite a few cons. Okay, so the missions are repetitive. Like, in order to get enough money, you just constantly have to redo the missions and unlock new places. There's no real different sort of missions to do, so it does get quite dull after a while. The graphics, again, it's a game from, you know, way back in the day, so the graphics aren't going to be what you expect from your more modern games, which, again, it probably would turn a lot of younger players off, but people who grew up playing PS2 and PS1 back in the day, they'd have no issues playing with it. You know, and again, look, once you finish the game, there's very little reason to go back to playing the game. Again, as I said, other than the multiplayer mode is about the only thing that would keep somebody coming back. You know, the AI does get frustrating as well from time to time. You know, there's certain times where I think I'd be, you know, free from traffic or whatever, and I'd end up crashing, or, you know, there's definitely a lot of issues like that I've encountered. Controls as well can be frustrating. Like I've used the analog stick to try and control it. That's an absolute disaster. And then I've used the D-pad, which I found was less of a disaster. But as you can see here, I'm constantly crashing into stuff, you know. And another thing to note is the missions, where, like, you do have quite a few missions, but they're essentially carbon copies of each other. Like, you'll have Willie going around trying to destroy things with a truck. You have the same thing, you have like a timed one with Bart trying to get him on time. There's one with Barney, which is again destroying stuff, you know. So there wasn't a hell of a lot of thought put into this game. You know, I think it was just a game that they decided, you know what, fuck it, we're going pushing on people buy it. It's their own problem. Do you know what I mean? It's a game from, you know, a very popular franchise, so it's a game that will sell. Okay, so to conclude, is The Simpsons Road Rage worth playing? Yes, I think it is. Look, if you're a fan of the show, you are going to enjoy playing this game. Like if you're a fan of these wacky arcade style racing games, you are going to enjoy it. But like if you're looking for like a more in-depth story or definitely better graphics, better gameplay, there's only one option. You know, if you want to play something in the Simpsons franchise, and that is Simpsons Hit and Run. You know, like you can see where, you know, they started kind of the process, you know, but like once they got to Simpsons Hit and Run, that was, in my opinion, I think the peak of gaming for me. It's one of my biggest gaming memories from way back since I was a kid. So thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for more gaming content, and let me know in the comments if you've played Road Rage before and what your thoughts are, and we'll see you on the next one.